I don't know how they can turn it down. And then you there's two stories at the same time that almost broke at the same time today. You've got one story saying DAZN is looking for $1 billion in investment. We were thinking 500 million. Let's double that up, make it a smooth billy goat. One full fucking billion, right? So you've got them looking for $1 billion, and on the other end of the things, of the spectrum, you've got a fight with what looks to be a fight being ordered up for Canelo, and then immediately batted down by DAZN. Immediately they reject the fucking fight and say, we're good on that, fam. No good. That's no good. I can't imagine they're going to be able to get away with that. I can't imagine, again, you know, the only way they would have to prove that the entire WBC rankings are bullshit or something like that if it goes to fucking court. Because again, I mean, you know, it is what it is. He doesn't control the WBC. He doesn't control the rankings. You can't, if you're DAZN, you can't be salty that it's not the fight that you want. In the same way that if you're fucking Fox, you can't say, we want the Giants to play, you know, fucking, I don't know, the Browns. Can they play each other? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know shit about football, but whatever. You can't do it. You can't do it. Right? You dump your money into the NFL. You say, okay, we're, you know, and you're in it for the fucking long haul. Whatever the outcome is, the outcome, like, you can't change the sport itself is my point. And I would imagine that wouldn't hold up in court. And maybe with these two stories that conflict, maybe there's some reason for that, right? Because I'm imagining if you're going to potential investors and asking them to offer up money, we're talking about $1 billion. I would imagine that you would want to convey the message that your star athlete is happy, he's content, he's going to stick around for a while. Unless part of the new business model is reshaping the entire fucking thing. And maybe that's what you have to convince investors of. We screwed the pooch. We offered this guy way too much money prior to COVID. We'll never recoup that. We've got to get out of that fucking deal. We've got to start over new. We can streamline it. We can do it, but I don't know. Right? Unless you knew that that was going to happen and you were dragging your feet and allowing Canelo to get antsy and allowing it to get to litigation and him just saying, you know what, fuck it, let's get this over and done with, take a bag of cash, get the fuck out of here and get on with his life and get on with his career. You know, at the end of the day, Canelo, listen, I mean, he's a rich dude. He's pound for pound #1, so on and so forth. He's a pretty young guy considering the guys that are around him, but still, you need to get it going. You know what I mean? You need to, if you're Canelo and you've got all eyes on you, it won't stay like that forever. Right? Like if you sit out for long enough, somebody will fucking, you know, start to rise up and it can happen. It takes a lot longer in boxing than it does the UFC, but it can and fucking will happen. So he needs to gain that ground back. So it's really, really interesting because again, I don't know that the WBC, I'm sorry, I don't know that DAZN, again, I don't know what the contract says, but I can't imagine that they're going to win this. I think they're posturing. I think we're watching them play out a little dance in the media. Eventually, it's going to end up in a courtroom, and you're going to have Canelo walking from the situation. Whether or not DAZN uses, you know, I'll call it like this cap space to you know, re-diversify their stable, or whether or not they're looking to pull out of USA match, you know, pull out of, why am I saying match, or whether or not they're looking to pull out of boxing and USA altogether. I don't know. I don't know what the plans are, but they're not acting like a company that's dead set on keeping Canelo Alvarez. I can tell you that much because they, you know, it's even before COVID, the guy wasn't very fucking happy with the situation over there. So there's that.